law. Please go look up Tennessee law and say when am I compelled to forcefully give you my ID? When I've been what's the RAD? What's the reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime?
Are you a United States citizen?
I don't answer questions.
So you're not willing to say whether you're a United States citizen or not?
I don't
You have everybody on camera. You have everybody.
No, but I need your names and your badge numbers because I need to know who was here when this incident happened.
That's not true.
Okay, but okay, I need to. Okay, let me.
But that is what all police do.
You're telling us we're lying.
No,
you're lying.
it is required.
No,
If you didn't,
and to the right because you don't know. You're making
dude,
it up.
you.
Imagine being a concerned parent, showing up to speak your mind, only to get falsely accused, illegally detained, and lectured by cops who don't even know the law. In today's video, we witness how far officers will go when feelings override facts and intimidation replaces due process. Get ready, because this one will make your blood boil.
My information for a trespass.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
Then who am I trespassing?
Me.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
I am.
Tell me your name. Is that the route you want to go?
I'm invoking my First Amendment right, and my Fifth Amendment right, and my Fourth Amendment right. You do not need my name.
Sir, here's the thing. Here, let me talk to you. Here's the thing, like to trespass you, we can't just say this dude in the white van's trespassed. We have to have a name to say you're trespassed. Like when we tell dispatch, hey, this person can't be back on this property.
Okay, there was a guy that was trespassed from Walmart.
This ain't Walmart.
He refused. He sued and won.
It's not Walmart.
I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment.
Walmart's different than a school.
Okay, your Fifth Amendment.
What?
Fifth Amendment is it keeps you from incriminating yourself.
No,
Okay,
I have the right to
I
remain
know.
silent. Anything I say or do will be held against me.
That's what Fifth Amendment is.
I'm not giving you my ID.
Okay.
It's not happening.
Okay.
I'm
No.
not under
fine.
detention. I have broke no law. What law have I committed? If I'm under investigation of what? What did I do?
This isn't going to go well.
Okay. For what?
Trespassing.
For what? What did I do?
Because they want you trespassing.
This is public property. This is school. This is public property.
Quasi-public.
It's public. My tax dollars pay for every brick that's put
They
on the school.
exactly. They said that he isn't allowed back on school property, and they said, "I need your ID," and that's a no.
Now
And
they're
then,
illegally running my tag.
you know, they're running the tag,
Yes,
Mom.
you are. He's illegally running my tag.
Okay. Well, then, if you feel you can sue and win,
I will.
you can do that.
Yeah. Okay, so I can leave?
That's it.
Well, why can I leave? What are you detaining me for?
Because we're fixing to trespass you.
What are you detaining me
Come
for?
here. You can't walk off. You can't leave.
So I'm being detained right
I've
now.
already told you you're being detained
for
right
what?
now.
For what?
Because we're trespassing you, and we're not letting
For
you go.
what?
We're not letting him go until.
Do you know this isn't going to go well?
You're holding me here
For Yes.
what?
for an investigation detention for what?
We are trespassing you. I'm not going to say this.
You
again.
don't need
We're
you don't need me
trespassing.
here to trespass
Yes,
me. You do not need me here to
when
trespass
we know who
me.
you are, we'll trespass you.
People get simple
I'm pretty
trespass
sure they know who my
from
dad is.
Walmart every day, and they
And when
don't
they
show
get
their
out here,
IDs.
We don't know who he is.
They all
This
know
isn't
who
criminal
he is.
trespass.
But that's
What crime have I committed?
That's what they do at Walmart.
What crime have I committed?
Hey, I'll call
What crime
Evelyn
have I
and have her
committed?
come get us.
You committed a crime to be trespassed.
I have to commit a
Abby,
crime for you
call
in order
Evelyn.
to force me to give you my ID.
Oh, I have her
I have to
phone.
commit a crime.
Not true.
Yes, it is true.
Here, I'm going to.
Not true.
Okay,
It is true.
bye.
You're
Record
insane. I've studied constitutional law for 20 years.
Are you calling Evelyn?
Okay.
Mom can't drive.
We'll see. If y'all get in the van, y'all go.
What was the issue with
No.
They suspended him for 2 days, OSS, for lying to a teacher, him. And I told him, they were talking about policy this and policy that. And I said, y'all have half-naked girls walking around this campus every day, all day, and y'all don't violate them for dress code or anything. Then them two idiots in there, look, he got in trouble for lying.
I was on my phone.
He was on his phone.
This has nothing
But
to do with
I told
what
them
just
they
happened.
got half-naked girls walking around here. They immediately flipped it and said that I'm up here watching these half-naked girls walk around this campus. The people that y'all need. There's no volume on the First Amendment.
We're not yelling at you.
So
They just
I understand
accused
that.
my dad of
they
being a
just accused me
pedophile.
of being a pedophile. I don't. Y'all are nuts.
I wasn't down there.
Exactly. This is the problem.
They're all watching. They all think it's funny.
These two morons
As
that
soon
I
as he-
wouldn't trust to wash my dog.
As soon as he mentioned underage girls, he called
literally
you, 'cause he's
just
a
charged
dickhead.
me, just called y'all here because I said that y'all have girls violating dress code every day, all day, and then they literally just stood there and said that I'm up here watching half-naked girls walk around the campus.
It's not true. There's no reason to get so upset.
I'm upset, sir, because it isn't true.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's not true. You don't have to yell at me.
But here you are.
I'm not yelling.
But here you are.
Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And
that is what's going on. That is what's going on. You just had two administrators of this school charge a parent with being a pedophile.
Nobody's charged you. Nobody's charged you.
That is why you're here. This is why you're here.
No, being a pedophile, there's nothing.
I'm saying that's the reason. I'm saying that's the reason why he called y'all.
They got upset.
They got upset because they made something up.
What? Because you got mad.
Because there's no consistency.
You said that you wasn't. They
You
said
can't-
something, and then you responded back, and
Yes.
they got upset, and that's why.
Yes.
That we got called in.
Yes.
So I went in there. I don't know what's going on.
He must have said the word policy
I just
10
came down
times.
Here and like I said, I'm trying to have a civil conversation with you.
Understand.
And it could be totally different than us.
But two school administrators even making an accusation like that, for me, I don't know.
It was the tall one.
Whoever called y'all down here.
Hughes.
Is Hughes the tall
The
one?
one that's always with me.
Hughes and Witcher.
Yeah.
Who's driving y'all out?
Why?
Because you're suspended.
Okay.
So I'm asking
You
who's
drove here,
driving.
didn't you?
No. That's a good assumption.
I mean, we don't have to assume. We can just look.
Go look. This is private. This is public property, private property. Whose property is this?
Okay. If you study law, you understand that it's quasi-public property. And quasi-public property, you can still be charged with crimes. Okay? You can be trespassed.
But I'm not.
It's just like what?
I'm not being charged with a crime.
No, you're not being charged. You're being trespassed.
Oh, please go look up Tennessee law and say when am I compelled to forcefully give you my ID? When I've been, what's the reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime?
If I have suspicion that somebody wants you,
You
that
have to
has the
articulate it, sir.
capability,
Articulate it.
and you won't listen. So how can you articulate anything when you won't listen?
You wasn't there. How can you articulate a crime that you wasn't there?
I'm coming out here. I'm coming out here. They say we want him trespassed from the property. We don't want him back.
Okay.
Okay. Our job, identify you, so we can trespass you and let you know what the consequences are if you come back to this property. Okay? I have reasonable.
Sarge, if you would like, I will go watch this camera, and if he drove, we will hook him and take him to jail.
I can look at it.
I hope you do. I hope you do.
They said they're going to look
I hope you do.
to see if Dad drove.
Y'all are so petty.
I hope y'all
I
do. This
literally
is my
drove
tax
here,
dollars
but don't
hard at
waste
work
your
right
We
time.
came out here to try to talk to you.
You're hateful to us.
And
You
let
went
you
with the
know.
So someone, hold on. Did you swear an oath to the Constitution? To uphold the Constitution? Did you?
Because they looked at
Did
it.
you?
And I'm not violent.
Did you? Have I committed any crime while I've been standing here? What?
You drove here.
You don't fucking know that.
If you didn't,
Oh my God!
She literally drove here.
You're pretending a crime committed. This is why I'm yelling. Because of people like this and people like that, y'all think y'all own people. You don't own
do you
me.
know the crime of disorderly conduct?
Okay,
know
do
it?
it.
Do you
Disorderly
know
conduct. Do it. Yeah, I do know. My First Amendment right has no volume level.
You are yelling here, man.
Preacher, okay, so the preacher that stood in front of Kingsport Courthouse with a megaphone and shouted in it, he didn't get arrested.
From the house.
We can trespass you from this property.
We've already said that. I'm
Trespass
trespassing.
us and let us leave.
I'm trespassed. Congratulations. Congratulations.
When he explains to you, like, to trespass somebody, you got to be able to, like, if we
It's not
trespass
true.
somebody,
That's
we
not
have to put
true.
their name,
That
but-
is not true. I'm telling you, that is not true. In order for you to compel me to lawfully give up my identification, right, is you have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, is being committed, or was committed.
We don't need your ID. We know who you are.
Duh! What I've been saying for
You just
15 minutes.
You just ran his plate illegally. That's how you know who he is.
And they said, so you're
How
looking at
is that
half-naked
illegal?
girls?
For us to run a
Because this isn't public property. This isn't in public.
I can run.
I'll run this plate and this plate.
We
and
can
that
run all
plate
these
too.
plates.
And there's nothing.
If any of these people
Okay.
need to be
Okay.
trespassed, if we
Okay.
have to trespass any of these people, we can run the tag that they're
Any
in.
plate.
Good for
Any
you.
plate.
Good for you. 1 minute you need my ID. Next minute you don't need my ID.
Because we got it.
Good for you. You don't know how happy that makes me.
I don't understand why people.
Okay, so
tend to make
can I
us-
leave now? Who's in charge? Who's the boss?
All of us.
No,
I'm
there's
the
no
boss.
head honcho
I
here.
am the boss.
So am I still being detained here unlawfully?
For a second, yes.
Well, you're being charged for every second I'm here.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
I don't understand why. Just arrest him or not?
Yeah.
We got
You
shit
can't
to
just
do.
detain me here for nothing.
We're not. We're investigating to see if you drove.
Investigation for
Oh my
what?
God.
Driving on
Dude,
suspended.
Y'all,
drove.
you can't do that. You can't
drove.
hold someone here and force them to be here.
We have
You can keep
reason
saying
to
that, but watch us
believe.
do
You have what?
I'm telling you
what?
what's going to happen.
What?
Keep
What
going.
is your reason?
There's no reason for me to be here.
What made you think that he drove and
Yeah,
not me?
you have to have reasonable, articulable
Exactly, you
suspicion
don't
of a
have one,
crime
that's why you're not
has
answering.
been committed.
He said we have reason to believe that
You
he
don't
was driving
know.
the car.
In your head,
We're
your
investigating.
3-pound
Like I
brain,
don't
you
have
don't
a
know.
license
You're
because I didn't
investigated.
just
My
drive it.
ass.
And you're detained while we
Oh,
investigate.
okay. Well, believe me, this will.
Okay,
This will.
he said
This ain't going to
you're
end well.
detained while-
Okay.
Okay.
If you would like,
Okay.
if you would like me to, I'll have my.
Do whatever you want to do. I don't want. Do whatever you want. You got the uniform. You got the big bad gun and badge, brother. You go do what you got to do.
So y'all are literally grabbing it whenever you try and throw my dad in jail.
Y'all are stupid.
I came out to trespassing.
You did.
Been doing
You
it.
do it.
See, this is the problem. You
The
have to
problem
listen.
is you're holding a free citizen of this country against their will because you have that and that. Without those two things, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what the fuck did I just tell you? Y'all are fucking
Yeah, now
stupid.
what?
Yeah,
Now
this is
what?
retarded.
I just said I drove.
All the gangbangers, all the fentanyl, all the illegals, all the
Hey,
crime,
there's probably
and
kids
we're
in
here.
the bathroom over there. You should probably get to that. That's what I would do.
All the drugs being sold in this school, but we're here.
Yeah, he said she drove.
Okay.
What did I
just sat
say?
and listen to all of y'all, but y'all can't do the same.
What do you mean?
I've been trying to talk to you, and y'all just.
The only
don't go.
difference is you swore an oath and we didn't. Do you have a code of conduct? Y'all have codes of conduct,
And
right?
nobody has broken.
I haven't either. Last time I checked, as a free American citizen, I can say what I want as loud as I want.
Not necessarily.
No, who am I defending? Who's out here? Where's the complaining at? You?
Disorderly. Who's complaining on disorderly?
The cop?
If you, just like inside, if you cause a scene and cause.
We didn't. They accused my dad of being a pedophile. They accused my dad. Are you?
So
I'm
as
not
long as
causing. I'm not
y'all
causing
can
a scene to
listen, y'all
anybody.
just stay in here.
So you're detaining me
Arrest
because we
him
won't
or
listen to
release
you?
No,
Arrest
I'm listening to
him
you.
or release
You keep saying you want me to tell you. And
I don't.
explain
I don't want you to tell me
Okay.
anything
Then
or
you're fine.
explain
No
anything.
problem.
God, this is
Thank
ridiculous.
God.
We've been trespassed this whole time.
Y'all have a good day.
Why'd you shut the door then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
What we just saw wasn't just about one man refusing to be bullied. It was about the daily reality for people who don't know their rights. Police intimidation only works when you're uninformed. But once you know the law, they lose their power. That's why it's critical to stay educated, stand firm, and never be afraid to speak up. And when you face situations like this, knowing your rights becomes the strongest shield to protect yourself. When you hit a government checkpoint, and you know your rights better than the cops do, your confidence will keep you from being misled. In today's video, watch a calm citizen stand firm and refuse to be bullied, while clueless officers scramble to justify an illegal detainment, all because she simply wouldn't answer questions. Buckle up. This one's a masterclass in standing your ground.
How you doing today?
I'm sorry, I don't answer questions.
All right. Just be a second. You got some identification on you?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Am I being detained?
You are right now. Temporary.
For, what am I being detained for?
Well, this is a checkpoint set up by the, we have authorizations through Congress to have this checkpoint.
Are you aware that it is illegal in the United States to detain people without cause?
Go ahead and pull up over there for me.
Am I being detained?
Yes.
For what am I being detained for?
Are you willing to answer my questions?
I don't answer questions.
All right. Well, in order to not hold up traffic, I'd like you to pull up over there until we can get this resolved.
So am I being detained?
Yes. Are you a United States citizen?
I don't answer questions.
So you're not willing to say whether you're a United States citizen or not?
I don't answer questions.
All right. Just be a second. Ma'am, are you unwilling to move your vehicle so that these people can get by?
Am I being detained?
I've already answered that. Yes, you are.
What am I being detained for?
This is an immigration checkpoint.
But are you aware that it's illegal to stop people without cause? What is the cause of me being detained?
You need to verify your citizenship.
You suspect that I broke the law for some reason?
Well, I need to know whether you're a United States citizen or not. If you're here in this country legally or not.
But people don't
Are
need
you
to
born
answer
here?
in
Were
a
you
free
born
country.
in the United States?
I don't answer questions. In a free country like the United States, one need not carry papers to prove anything.
All right. You don't need to have papers. You just need to answer my question.
I don't answer questions.
Were you born in the United States?
I don't
Are you
answer
a United
questions.
States citizen?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Well, you're being detained on your own recognizance.
Well, I would like to go forward. I would like to leave now.
You can pull up over there and let these other people by.
So am I being detained?
I've already answered that, yes.
Are you asking me to pull over? I'm not sure what your point is.
I'm asking you to pull up over there until we can get this resolved so that this other people behind you can move forward. Because they are willing to answer my question.
So, they don't understand the law. I'm sorry for that.
And Mario, stand by.
Okay.
My supervisor's going to come out and you can talk to him. Would you like to know the statute that it's listed under?
Well, I know the law. The law says that if I'm being detained, you have to have a cause for that.
Yeah, but would you like to know what statute authorizes this checkpoint?
Well, that statute that you're referring to negates the Constitution. And the Constitution says that you cannot detain a person without cause.
Well, that's
Does
the
that make
authority we're
sense?
working under, is that statute.
I'm
INA
sorry.
287A3.
It
all right?
It definitely conflicts with the Constitution. You can
Okay.
see that.
Why would you take it up with agents working at a checkpoint right now? Why wouldn't you take it up with your congressman?
Again, I don't
Have
answer
you taken it up
questions.
with your congressman?
I don't answer questions. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, that'd be the route that I would go. If you want to get something resolved, this isn't the way. You know, you take it up.
I hear what you're
proper-
saying, and people have done that, and I have certainly done
Because
that.
right now you're inflicting on their rights by not letting them by.
It is a serious problem, and that's why I'm doing
But
this.
right now you're the one that's.
I'm sorry.
You're causing these people problems. See.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm prepared
Are
to
you- I don't
speak
think-
with your supervisor. That would be fine.
All right. Well, he's coming.
Okay.
If you want to speak to him, that's fine. He's coming, but it'd be awful nice of you to let these people go by.
Well, if I'm not being detained for cause, I'm happy to proceed on.
You're still being detained.
Well, then that's not my call.
All right.
That's
well,
not my call.
We can just. All you have to do is pull up over there and let these
I
people
know,
by.
It's so easy to just let things go as they are when it's wrong. And I'm sorry.
You're not letting it go. You wouldn't be leaving or anything. You'd just be letting these people who are willing to answer the questions continue. So you're the one that is impeding traffic at this point. You understand?
Well, I'm happy to proceed on. I'm happy to go forward and just proceed on about my way. If you think that I'm breaking the law for some reason, then I'm happy to be detained.
You can resolve this real fast.
Well, you can too.
No, because I have a job to do.
I do too. I'm a citizen. I do too.
You just said you're a citizen.
I don't answer questions.
All right, well, stand by.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions?
I don't.
Do you happen to know where you're at?
I don't answer questions.
Don't answer questions. Why don't you answer questions?
That would be a question. I don't answer questions.
I see. Well, you're going to be filmed for our purposes as well. What you're doing is you're holding up a bunch of traffic right now.
I'm happy to move forward. If I'm being detained for cause, I'm happy to have you search whatever you need to do.
Well,
if you're detaining me without cause, that would be against the law.
Well, actually, no, ma'am, it's not. Not under 287.85A of the Immigration and Nationality Act.
Under the Constitution of the United States, I can only be detained
This is
for
a
cause.
law. This is a law that is based on the constitutional privileges that you have.
It is clearly a violation of my rights. It's clearly a
It's not a violation of your rights, ma'am.
Surely is.
It's not. If you could do me a favor, we can discuss this further over in secondary.
I'm happy to move forward.
Well, that is forward. That's
No,
forward into the
I'm
site.
happy to go on about my way.
Well, I can call Department of Public Safety also and have them move you out of the way because you are actually impeding traffic. The weather, ma'am, what you're doing right now with the weather, the impending
But I'm
weather
happy
and the
to move
rain,
forward.
and
If
I'm
I'm
saying
not
that
being detained, I'm ready to move forward.
You can move forward.
But you're
into
detaining
secondary
me for what cause?
because you need to answer whether or not you're a United States citizen.
I do not have to answer questions.
Where are you from?
You're asking a question. I don't have to
Where
answer
did registration come back on this? Registration window says what? Due to the current weather conditions and the impending rain, we're about to flush the checkpoint. You are creating a safety hazard here. It would be advisable for you to move on down the highway at a safe speed and a safe pace so that you don't create any more instances of what you're doing right here. You're putting a lot of people in jeopardy right now with what is happening here.
So am I being detained?
Not anymore, ma'am. I am satisfied that you're a United States citizen based on my communications with you. Please have a safe day.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Yes, ma'am.
This wasn't about a border check. It was about power, control, and ignorance. These officers didn't suspect a crime, didn't have a reason, yet still tried to force obedience. That's why you must always stay informed, stay respectful, but never surrender your rights. Because once you give them up, they won't give them back. So, what happens when power is not only abused, but also accompanied by indifference and a disregard for accountability? When justice is ignored right before our eyes, the next action taken won't just be a personal stand. It'll be a fight for the common rights of all. In today's video, we witness blatant abuse of power, cowardly silence from officers, and a clear violation of First Amendment rights. This isn't just misconduct, it's complicity.
You can't record in here.
I can't record in here?
No.
Why not?
First of all, we have documents in here. You can't record in here.
Says who?
You can't record in here, sir.
Well, you just can't walk up and tell me I can't record in here. You have to. They have to
We
be.
have documents here that they cannot be put on film.
I'm not recording any documents.
And also, but you can't record in here.
Yes, I
sir.
can.
Photography is not allowed in here.
No, that's not true.
Sir, can you please turn your camera
I'm
off?
not going to turn it off.
Can you please turn your...
No, I'm not going to turn it off. I'm able to record in here. All right. What's your name? What's your name? I'm not sure what they do here, but we will find out today. They said I cannot record in here. I don't know what they're hiding.
Okay. So if you think I break
I'm sorry?
You can't record it.
Says who? There's, yeah, you're wrong. What do you guys do here? What do you guys do here? Thank you. For one, someone that wants to be on camera. I'm good. How are you? Oh, you're a producer, so you appreciate what I'm doing. Good. You're a patriot. Is this accessible? Is this office accessible to the public?
Let me just talk to you about
I just wanted to meet everyone that works here, that's all.
You can't just barge and walk in.
This is a public office.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. It's my office.
Okay.
I can go in there.
Okay.
I pay for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I can. Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Angela.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just ask me what I'm doing and just not walk up to me and tell me I can't record. You can ask me what I'm doing and I'll explain to you.
Okay, well tell me what you're
I'm
doing.
just gathering content for a story, that's all.
Content for what story?
Story I'm working on.
Okay, but
Yeah.
I'm asking, especially, we have people that are doing business, they're giving out pertinent private information.
Okay.
And that's why we ask people to not record.
Yeah, I'm
They're
not.
giving out information.
Yeah, I'm not here for their information.
I understand, but
Yeah.
the microphone
Yeah.
can pick up the information that people are discussing with our cashier.
I understand that.
So can we come this way? Because I have transactions going on right
Yeah, but I'm not here for them, ma'am. And
I understand.
and you know
sir.
what? Even if I
I
capture,
understand, but that I do not want people's personal business being exposed in your content.
right? But the thing is, what matters is what I do with that information. Just simply capturing the information is not a crime. All right. So I'm just here to gather content for a story. No, I'm not finished over here. I'm not finished over here.
I cannot allow you to be
I'm taking
recording.
I'm taking a tour of the
cannot-
entire building.
If you want a tour, then you should contact us and we can schedule a tour.
Oh, no, that's
But
not how
you
it
just
works.
can't come in here freely and start recording
Yes, I can.
transactions that are happening. This is people's private property,
Okay.
private information,
Okay.
and you cannot record them.
Yes, I can, ma'am.
Sir, can
Yeah.
you come this way? Thank you.
Yes.
Sir, you have to stop recording. No, ma'am, go ahead on. We have
Is the what?
I understand. We have people here. You told them multiple times.
In the office?
Yeah, you can't record here.
What do you mean? I can't record in here?
You can't videotape. You have
Says
to-
who? What's the law that says I can't?
It's posted.
It's posted where?
Come on, follow me.
Okay. And even if it's posted, it's
Okay,
that
so-
doesn't mean it's legal.
So we're gonna ask you to leave once.
Okay.
We're gonna
Well,
ask you to leave twice.
okay.
We're gonna ask you to leave one last time.
What's your name?
Jim Curry. Here,
Okay.
let's take him out.
What's your
Put
position?
cuffs on. Let's put your cuffs on.
This is a public place.
No, you're trespassing and you're disrupting.
Name. Do you guys know this is a crime you're committing? You're violating my rights.
Yes.
You guys just violated my
Have a nice
rights.
day. Have a nice day.
You guys just violated my rights.
Sir?
You guys just violated my rights. USC Section 12 law. You guys just deprived me of my civil rights to record in a public building. You just made a big mistake.
Okay.
You just deprived me of my constitutional right to record in a public building.
Have a good day.
You just deprived me of my right to record in a public building. You guys just violated my rights. Have you ever heard of the USC Title 18, Section 242? Or USC 42, Section 1983? Violation of my rights.
Other way.
What's your name again? Sir,
I told you my name before, sir.
what's your name? What is your name? I'm asking you a question. You're a
Where's the
public
rest of me? The rest of me.
You guys have no idea what you've just done. You guys have no idea what you've just done. Can I speak with one of you? Can I speak with one of you? Can I get your name and your badge numbers? Ma'am, can I have your name and your badge number? Can I have your name and your badge number? No, I don't have to speak with her, ma'am. What's your name and your badge number?
We go through this all the time.
That's what I'm like. I mean, I've never went in there to see what's in there.
Ma'am, he just violated my constitutional right. What are you going to do about it?
Excuse me?
He just violated my rights. What are you going to do about it? I am able to go in here and record, and he just pushed me out of a public building.
This is not our office.
We're the sheriff. We're asking them questions of what's going on.
Okay, but you're a law enforcement officer. You're able to enforce the law.
I didn't see anybody touch you.
Oh, I have it on camera. I can show it to you.
I'm saying that I didn't see anybody touch you.
Okay.
I just walked up.
Okay.
And I'm talking to that gentleman about documents.
All right.
So you're recording why?
Because I can. Because I can. Right. Because I have the right to.
Okay.
That's why.
And I'm not telling you to leave.
But they
You
just
have every right to record.
pushed me out of a public space that I'm allowed to be in.
I'm not over this department.
Ma'am, you are a law enforcement officer. You're supposed to enforce the law.
I did not see anybody.
I told you I got it on camera, ma'am.
I can't take your camera and view any footage. If you want to file a report,
Not a report.
file a report.
I'm going to file a complaint on them, and then I want you to enforce the law that allows me to be in there and
Once
record.
you file your complaint, it'll go through their proper channel.
Okay.
Because we didn't witness anything happen. I saw you recording.
Yes, I was.
And that's what I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. So I'm talking to him about documents.
Okay.
And now you're asking for our badge numbers. And
Yes, because I want
interacted with
to know everyone that's present here. That's why.
who interacted
You don't have to,
from our office.
ma'am. You don't have to interact with a member of the public to give me your name and your badge number.
You have every right to record.
Yes, I do.
And if you have everybody on camera, you have everybody.
No, but I need your names and your badge numbers because I need to know who was here when this incident happened.
That's not true.
Okay, but okay, I need to. Okay,
You're standing here,
let me
I did not see
let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. I need to know everyone that responded to this incident.
I
Yes,
don't want my video in it. Can you kind of erase the whole thing?
ma'am. I'm not here for you. All right.
No, but
You
you
walk
took
out.
a video of me there.
So are you guys going? Are you going?
It says very carefully that no cameras around this. This is the city hall.
It's a public building, ma'am.
No, it's not a
All
public
right?
building. Only people.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yes.
My name is Richie.
You were just-
You're recording me right now. I don't want to be recorded.
If you don't want to be recorded, ma'am, you can walk away from the camera. Okay, that's how it works. Oh gosh, my.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm talking to
I
someone.
can go in there, ma'am. I can.
No, you can't.
I can.
Actually, this is an exit.
Okay, this is an entrance. I'm gonna go in there. Listen, I'm going to allow you guys to violate my rights today, and you're going to be hearing from my lawyer. Believe me, you're not gonna like it. You're not going to like it. You just violated my rights, my constitutional rights. I have a right to be in here and record.
Yeah, record documents, not
Oh.
videotape
Oh,
inside the office.
you are in so much trouble. You are in so much trouble.
Yeah.
You have no idea what you've done.
Okay.
I have a right to be in here. There is.
Where are you at?
What do you mean?
Where are you at?
This is a public building.
Did you have that right?
This is a public.
Where are you
It's
at?
my constitutional right to record in
What
public.
Constitution?
The First Amendment. You ever heard of it?
Have you ever heard of the rules
The
of
First Amendment.
office?
The rules do not trump
So
the United
we can
States
go back
Constitution.
in.
All right?
If he comes back in, cuff him, we'll bag him.
Okay. Sounds great. So let me get it clear. Let me get it clear. You just said that if I come in here, you're going to arrest me. That's what you said. That's all my lawyer needs.
Yes.
That's all he needs.
Okay, give it to your lawyer.
That's all he needs.
Goodbye.
And do I have your name? Because you called the police, didn't you? Do I have your name?
Let's go.
I don't want to be arrested today, so I'm not going to go in there.
Let's go.
I don't want to be arrested, so I'm not going to walk in there.
Let's go. Let's
All
go.
right.
Let's go. Let's go.
But I will hold you accountable.
Okay. Good.
I will hold you accountable. Well, see, I'm not going to help you violate my rights. I'm going to allow you to do it all by yourself. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. You can take me and then you will pay the price. You will pay the price.
You videotape from out here
That's all. Don't worry about it.
all you want to.
You don't worry about it. So do any of you want to give me your names and your badge numbers? Do any of you want to give me your names and your badge numbers? You're going to refuse to identify yourself? Isn't that in your policy? No?
This video proves exactly why police corruption is so dangerous, because it's not always about what they do, but what they allow to happen. When officers turn their backs on the law, it's up to us to stand up, speak out, and know our rights. If we don't hold them accountable, no one will. So, what happens when the very people who are supposed to protect the law don't even understand the basic rights they are sworn to uphold? This is where power and ignorance collide, and we need to know how to respond intelligently. In today's video, watch as these officers crumble under pressure, exposing just how little they actually know about the law they swore to uphold.
Oh, bro, left his computer on. His car is literally on still. Let's see if I can show you this. His dash is still saying like it's on right now. It's interesting. What's up, dude? Is this, I think this car's left on.
Lieutenant Scott Sullivan's still on.
Oh, cool. I think you left your car on, brother.
No, my car's not.
Oh, the dash is blinking stuff. Does it just do that all day?
It does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lieutenant Sullivan, Police Department. What's your name?
Cool. I'm Justin. Nice to meet you, man.
Did you have some idea I can say?
No, sir. I don't.
No idea?
No.
Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states. So
There is no way you believe that. All right. Since you're starting off this way, do you have somewhere higher than you? Because I promise you that's not correct, and you're going to get your whole town into a lawsuit, and I don't want to go that way. I've been having a great day. You don't want to go that way either.
But if you just tell me your name.
I'm not telling you my name. I'll tell you my first name, and we're stopping there, and I'm not answering any more questions. Okay. If you want to ID me unlawfully, you're going to lose your job and your qualified immunity.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm working on a story.
For who are you with?
I'm an independent journalist. What's your name?
Solomon, Lieutenant Solomon.
Solomon?
Yes, sir.
Do not think, there is no such thing as a stop and ID state. There is no such thing. That is a term.
Okay.
That is a...
Let me explain something to you. Can I explain something?
I'll listen to you. Go ahead.
Okay. This day and time, there's all sorts of things going on.
This day and time is a terrible thing because we're in one of the most safest times to date in world history. Tell me a safer time in world history than right now. Okay. So don't say in this day and time, because cops always say that and it's stupid.
Okay.
You can start over though if you want to.
Let me just put it like this.
Yep.
You know, if we see somebody looking at our police cars,
come talk to me, sure. But don't threaten to arrest me if I don't give you my ID.
I didn't threaten to arrest
you. just did, brother.
No, I just said Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states.
That's not correct.
A demand or request.
Nope, that's not correct.
Provide some identified
get a lawyer out here. If you think that's true, you need to look into it because you're going to get yourself in trouble. That is not true, and I'm 1,000% positive, and I can show you case law and Supreme Court rulings and everything. 100%.
More or less, we're just concerned about what you're doing.
Well, do not think that you can just stop and ID anyone you want. You're going to get yourself in trouble, and you're non-constitutional. You are unconstitutional.
Well, with what's going on, I mean, it's
you are no. If you think you can do that, you don't believe in the Fourth Amendment. If you think you can do that, do you know what the Fourth Amendment is, sir? What is it?
You know, if we see
what's the Fourth Amendment? No. This is important to everybody that you know the Fourth Amendment. What is it?
Sure, I know it.
So what is it? What is it?
The right of freedom.
No way you just said that. No, that's the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. The First Amendment.
No, the First
Amendment. Right,
bro. What's the Fourth Amendment?
Okay. All right. Just,
oh my God, dude! And you're a lieutenant? Is your chief here?
No, he's off.
We need someone to teach you what the Fourth Amendment is. What is it?
My question is.
What is the? No, okay. What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment? There's 5 elements.
We just had some.
There's 5 elements of the First Amendment.
Questions for you.
No, I have some concerns and questions for you. There's 5 elements of the First Amendment. What are they?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
What are they, sir? What's the Fourth Amendment? You don't know any of it. You need to go study the Constitution, and until you do, don't say a word to me, please. Go back inside, look up the Constitution, and read those rights and learn them. Memorize them, then come out. Other than that, you don't know what you're doing or what you're talking about, and you don't need to be a lieutenant. And I'm sorry I'm getting mad, but that is ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself for not knowing the First or the Fourth. Walk of shame right there, and it's deserved. Oh, they're locking me out? Lieutenant Solomon, you're opening your city up for a lawsuit by allowing this door to be locked because of me. You're not allowed to pick and choose who comes in here. So either you lock it to everybody for the rest of the day, or you're opening yourself up for a lawsuit. And you better have a good reason for having it locked the rest of the day, not just because there's a guy with a camera. This lady right here. Uh-oh, they're sending the sheriff out here.
Hello, sir? How are you?
What's up, guys?
Good.
All right, I can come in now. They weren't letting me in a minute ago. You know, that's a lawsuit if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'm literally just trying to have a pleasant time here in Clinton. That's it. But here we have. What's your name, sir?
I'm Sheriff Eric.
Oh, you're the sheriff.
County.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Justin.
Good to meet you, Justin.
So why'd they send the sheriff down here for a guy with a camera?
Nobody sent the sheriff.
They,
we all monitor the radio traffic.
Hey, dude. Hey, hold on. Before you lie on camera.
If we get a call over the radio.
No, I heard them call the sheriff down here. I heard them on. I have them on video calling the sheriff down here.
Anyway.
Uh-oh, they're sending the sheriff out here. So now you're lying on camera. So now I don't even want to talk to you either, dude. Goodness.
If we get a call, we're
just be real. Just be a real person for 2 seconds. Why can no one just be a real person in here?
Be a real person.
I am.
Yeah, you're in here causing a problem.
No, I'm exercising my rights.
Yeah, but if it becomes disorderly,
I told you my name's Justin like 6 times, dude.
Okay.
You can ask, and I don't have to tell you.
Okay.
You have to have reasonable, or you have to have. No, you're not. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
You're on private property looking at people.
Again, if you cause
no, this is public. This is public property.
If you cause a disturbance,
this is public property. Were you parking your cop cars back there? Then it's public. It's public.
There's not a problem.
I'm civil, brother.
That's what I'm saying. But if it did become disorderly, then you could be charged with disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
But until then,
Don't,
as long as you're civil,
you would also look at private things
good.
back there too, because
I can look at anything I can see from public. You can't trespass my eyes.
It's private property back
that's
there.
Public. If you park your cars back there, that's public.
The other cars are
and
public.
Even if it was private, I have to be trespassed before I've committed a crime. So no one in here knows what the hell they're talking about. This is getting crazy. He said that he can make me ID just because he wants to. That is mind blowing that he thinks that.
Because
he doesn't know what
they don't know what you're doing.
I asked him what the Fourth Amendment was, and he says freedom. That's not. That's embarrassing, dude.
Searches and seizures. We know what it is.
You had to go look it up after. Well, okay. What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
If you state your last name,
what's the 5 elements? Give me 2 of them.
Okay.
We have a right to ask your full name.
Give me 2. You can ask all day, and I can tell you no.
Well, just like you said, he had to go look it up. You can sit down in your car and look up every
amendment. Dude, I know them by heart.
That doesn't matter. It's not required by law for anybody to know it.
It is required by law. Do you and you all sign? No.
When you go to the academy, the only thing you're required to do is to read it. Become familiar with it.
All right, I'm about to own you.
Where you can
get ready, brother. Get ready.
You get ready.
You swore an oath to the Constitution when you were signed in, and I could find that on video, I bet. So you swore an oath to the Constitution.
Okay, so you were there.
No, but that is what all police do.
You're telling us we're lying.
No,
you're lying.
It is required.
No,
if you didn't,
and to the right because you don't know. You're making it up.
Listen. So you didn't swear an oath. So you didn't swear an oath.
I can tell you, you're being.
You can call me whatever you want.
See?
It doesn't hurt my feelings like it does yours.
As you're being. It's not hurting my feelings.
It obviously is.
I've been doing it for 25 years.
So you did not.
How many people have called me
or worse? Answer me this. Did you sign it? Did you swear an oath to the Constitution?
That's where you're wrong.
He says he didn't. So you did. This sheriff, he does not believe in the Constitution, and he did not swear an oath to it.
That's what you believe. You're gonna have to get out. If you continue,
yes, ma'am.
Becomes disorderly, I explained to you at that point it would be a disorderly conduct.
Dude, chill out. You're stupid.
Okay, you call me stupid, I call you stupid.
You don't even know that you swore an oath to the Constitution.
No, I'm not answering.
You walk around thinking that you have no duty to the Constitution.
The residents
the Constitution.
Do you live
in Constitution? The Constitution.
Do you live here in Van Buren County?
No, I don't.
Then I don't answer to you. Have a good day, sir.
Do you get state taxes? Do you get federal taxes? Do you get state and federal taxes?
Have a good day, sir.
So you don't know shit, brother.
Have a good day, sir.
You guys don't know anything here. You don't get. No, you can't. That's freedom of speech. That is. That's freedom of speech. You don't know the Constitution. What's freedom of speech mean?
Of disorderly conduct. If you incite a riot,
if you incite a riot, what riot am I inciting?
Which includes
freedom of speech, brother.
More than 2 or 3 people.
Freedom of speech.
Then
you guys are the making the riot, then not me. I'm by myself.
You're the one.
I'm by myself.
Stupid and dumb, and you're the one that's.
You guys are the ones that are supposed to know the Constitution, and I know it 10 times more than you.
That's fine.
You guys don't know anything about it. Your whole job is to uphold the Constitution.
Our whole job is to uphold the state laws that are in the statute.
Nope. What's more important than state laws? Federal laws.
federal law doesn't supersede
It
state
absolutely
law.
no way
That's
you just
where
said
you're
that.
wrong.
No, yes it
That's
does.
where you're wrong.
Yes it does. I promise
You're
you.
wrong.
If the
We
Supreme
have to
Court
enforce
Supreme
state
Court
laws.
says Arkansas state law is
City and
wrong,
state
then
laws.
it's wrong and over with. Arkansas doesn't get to say, well, we get to do whatever we
Arkansas
want.
Constitution.
You're embarrassing yourself on the internet.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not. You're embarrassing
Say your name
yourself
again.
because you came
If
here-
you don't think you're embarrassing
you
yourself,
came
what's your
here-
name?
I won't say my name until you say yours. I already said it.
I already said it.
No, you didn't. You didn't give us your full name.
I don't have
told
to.
you my full name and who I work
Yeah,
for.
because that's your job to. It's not mine. I'm a private citizen. You are not.
But you're
the government. You are the government. Right now, I'm the people.
requesting it,
Listen to
and if
me.
you request my name,
I'm
and I
the
request
people.
yours.
You're the government right now, and I'm the people. And this is what
Show
the
me law
government's
right
doing.
now. Show me the law right now that says that I have to give you my name.
That's in your
and
policy.
who I am.
That's in your policy.
I'm asking you.
Give me 2 minutes and I
We
could look
wrote
it up.
We wrote the policy. It's our policy.
And then you should know it, dude.
You're trying to serve your country by confronting police departments with a random.
It's a name, dude. Chill
I know,
out.
but it's a random.
Yep, I'm a
it's not
patriot.
scheduled. It's a random, what you call a constitutional audit.
So, that's not all I do, but that is kind of what today is. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, but that's serving your country by trying to surprise a police department or sheriff's office and walk in and go.
So you
"I'm doing a
obviously,
random audit."
obviously don't know the purpose of it. My number one purpose.
And you just said when I post this.
My number
then
one
everybody will get to
purpose
see how
is to make
dumb somebody
change. Is to make change. So, for example, there are, 3 towns in Arkansas that have retrained their entire police department because of me.
Okay.
And I had a lawsuit that I could have filed.
What you're telling me
Now, hold
right
on a
now is,
second.
know that you are operating on fear of lawsuits. You're actually trying to make change.
Dude, no.
by fear
Let
of
me finish
lawsuits.
my sentence for once and you'd understand what I'm saying.
Don't get angry.
Quit interrupting me, bro.
I'm not interrupting.
I
We're
have
discussing.
3 places where I could have done lawsuits, and I chose not to. It wasn't even a hard decision. And what I wanted instead was for retraining on the police department. And guess what? That entire police department got retrained on the First and Fourth Amendment, and that's what I wanted. And I made change. And guess what? Now they do it annually, or every 6 months. They just do it because I was there. And I've even gone back and talked to them after, and they openly admit, thank you for coming up here and doing that. Yes, that was a weird day, but it made a lot of good change. And now every 6 months, we train our officers on the First and Fourth Amendment and reasonable articulable suspicion and so on when we didn't before. And so now I'm saving you from lawsuits. And so I'm educating the police department or the sheriff's office. I'm educating the people in that town as well.
Well, if that was your goal, and
That is my goal.
And interrupted your goal with the police department, I apologize.
That is my goal.
Okay.
And I can show you videos where I've done that already. That's my whole goal.
If I interrupted, I didn't mean to. Like I said,
Yeah,
I
you came in proving
I
the
came
stupidity
in
of the sheriff's office too.
No, I came in to ensure.
Within
that this
5
is a
seconds, you
peaceful
said.
encounter.
Within 5 seconds, you said Arkansas supersedes federal. That is the stupidest thing a sheriff could say.
Okay, you just made a generalized statement.
What did you say
Arkansas
then? You say
supersedes
it.
federal.
You say it
That's
how
what
you said it.
just said.
You say it how you
I
said
said
it.
Arkansas Constitution.
Still
is what
wrong.
I
That's
said.
still wrong, dude. That's wrong.
And I didn't say supersedes. I said we have to abide by.
Do you want to
city,
go back?
county,
No.
and state.
You said it overrules. I forget the word you use. Your best bet is just to admit you said it and to learn from it and not to lie. Because now you're a liar too.
First
It's
of all-
one thing to be wrong. It's another to lie.
You instructed me to admit when you have your video, you can sit down and play that.
I'm
back
trying to
later.
help you, dude. I'm trying to help you.
Help me what?
People like whenever you're like, dude, you don't want to know what? I overreacted. If you were like, I overreacted, I was wrong about that, and I'm actually going to go look into that. Now everyone loves you. And there's no craziness, and I'm happy
I don't have
because
a
now
problem. I will research
but
everything to
but
the bitter end.
now
That's what I do.
now not only were you wrong, but you're lying about being wrong, and now you're just a liar and
No,
you're
I
wrong.
didn't lie. I said you have it on video. You can sit down and review it. That's what I said.
You're trying to say you never said it.
I didn't say that. I'm not going to say I didn't say it. I'm
So-
going to say whatever you have on video.
So will you
is what
admit?
have.
Will you do this for me? Will you admit you may be wrong and that you're going to go look into
I
it?
could be wrong,
And you're gonna-
and I will research everything.
There you go.
This video makes one thing clear. Too many officers are enforcing laws they don't even understand. And when challenged, their ego takes over instead of accountability. This is why knowing your rights isn't optional. It's survival. So stay sharp, stay calm, and always hit record when dealing with law enforcement.